going to get Instagram. Hey, Tamisha. Okay, Tamisha, it's time for us to do an update. All right. Okay, so we are live on Facebook and we are live on Instagram. Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, good to be here. So, as y'all know, I am doing this Do the Hard Things challenge. So, we're trying to get stuff together, right? We're trying to get it moving, get it going. Awesome. All right, y'all. So y'all know every day I'm coming on. That is my challenge to myself for this 90-day challenge. I'm doing a 90-day challenge called Do the Hard Things. And if you don't know me, hey, my name is Nicole Cooper. I'm a digital marketing consultant, but I also am a business coach. And I help people basically turn their skills into six-figure business models. And for those who are already in six figures, we help digitize and monetize their knowledge and turn their information into empires through online assets. So, hey y'all. All right. So today we're hopping on. Today is day 6. Okay. Today is day 6 of the Do the Hard Things challenge. And I started this challenge 6 days ago because I realized that there are so many things that I keep promising myself that I'm going to do that I have not been showing up for. And so this Do the Hard Things challenge was a way for me to actually show up for myself and do the things that I promised myself that I'm going to do, while actually making progress and doing necessary things to move the needle in my life and in my business, all right, to help me reach those goals. Let's see if this works better, maybe. Awesome. So today I want to hop on here, you guys, and talk about turning your goals into a real solid plan, into an actual blueprint when it comes down to building a business or whatever your goals are. This morning I get up at, usually I get up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning every morning. For the past couple of days, I've been grinding so late that I've been sleeping in late, getting up around 6 or 7. And so now I'm realizing like I need to stick to my plan because I'm a morning person. I am not a night owl anymore, right? So I got up this morning and I actually, I've been thinking through my year, right? So I have notes everywhere. So if y'all can see this is my planner, right? This is me frameworking things out and thinking through goals that I have and wanting to accomplish. And this may not mean much to you guys. This is like my annual plan, right? But I actually got up this morning and I put a full plan in place for my business for 2020. So what I did was I actually went through my calendar, right? I have my calendar here, and I personally used Happy Planners. I love them. I love the big ones, right? So I use Happy Planners, and what I do is I think about what I want to accomplish for the year. All right. So if I talk to my clients about this, and I do it for myself, but I say identify what your goals are for the year. And when you think about what your goals, most of us can do them monetarily, right? So you might say, oh, I want to make $100,000, or I want to make 200, whatever your goals are. But then you start breaking that down. Well, what does that equate to? How do you break those goals down? So I shared yesterday, I learned this concept in the space of real estate, right? Where I had a goal of what I wanted to earn, and I had to identify how many transactions were connected to that income goal. I started that some 15 years ago, and I've been doing it every single year ever since. So now that I'm sitting here and I'm beginning to think about what I want my year to look like, I have worksheets everywhere, y'all. This is me. I'm a visual person, but I'm mapped out. So if y'all can see this little chart here, I'm mapped out. These are basically my offerings for the year, right? I have like one core central focus, and then that central focus is spiraled off into things that are segmented. So for example, the way that my business model is, I have 2 core things that I do for my business model. I provide services for clients, and I also am I have my training academy, and I have coaching and consulting and stuff as well. But I'm streamlining everything to focus around services or my school, right? My training academy. And with that comes live events, comes retreats, comes local workshops, right? And so I think about those things, and I think about what time of the year do I want to do them? Now, here's the thing that I did years ago that was a game changer for me. And this is something that I want to recommend to you guys. And just an FYI, I'm sharing this information with you guys, but I am doing a live workshop that's called Vision 2020, how to create your map for your business. MAP stands for Money Activation Plan, right? And I show you how to do all these things in a 2-day workshop, and we do it, I think, next weekend. Time is flying. And so if you want to learn more about that, you can go to NicoleSCooper.com/2020 vision. And I'll put if somebody can put that in the comments somewhere, you guys can go and register, and we'll go in depth. We're going to actually help you come out with this plan for yourself. So it's a live workshop. We do it together in a Zoom. We go through things together. We help you guys get the clarity that you need. We map out your offerings. We map out how you want to schedule it for the year. We talk about your editorial calendar, the topics that you want to cover, and we do everything in 2 days. You'll have your whole plan for 2020. You'll know what content you need to produce. You'll know what marketing platforms you're going to work on. You'll know what your social media content needs to be about. Like, it gives you such a focused plan. So look at this. Y'all, this is my year. This is my year on one piece of paper. On here are the vacations I'm going to take. It's my workshop for next year. My vision 2021 vision map workshop is on here. My live events, my business retreats, my consulting, everything is on one page. So literally, I know exactly what is going to be happening next year. I've already mapped out my vacation dates, right? So I know pretty much next year I want to take the summer off. So I already know how I need to schedule my business out to take the summer off. All of this, y'all, one piece of paper. One piece of papier, right? And this comes with, it's a couple of things that I've done that I've been mapping out and all that stuff. And these are the things that I will be sharing with you guys. But it boils down to getting very clear on, like, how do you want to show up for the year? Because here's what generally happens for most of us. Most of us hope and wish. Oh, I hope I can start this thing. I hope I can have time to do this. I hope that I can get my business going. I hope that I can grow my business. I hope I can make more money. Listen, your hoping ain't going to do nothing for you. If you don't have a plan, there's a statement that says, those who fail to plan to fail. All right. Now, somebody asked me, thank you, Tamisha. Somebody asked me, what do I have this on? This is my own little planner. I'm making a planner, y'all. I did this course. I started doing these courses back in 2015. I think I did my first one. It's called the Money and Marketing Success Plan. And these are my own little documents. So it's on here. I just never distributed it. So I'm actually going to be launching a planner next year, a profit planner. But you can see down here, it's like Nicole S. Cooper International. These are my own little documents. But those who are in the workshop will give you the whole book for it. So I actually have, this is my annual plan, right? And then I'm mapping out my quarterly so that I can have what classes I'm going to cover and all that stuff on here. So for those of you that actually joined the workshop, you're going to get these documents. Now, let me just tell you guys, I do have an online training academy, right? The Online Biz Academy. And it's designed to show people basically how to turn their skills into 6-figure businesses. And so the students of the academy get these master classes and workshops as a part of being a member of our community. And so if you want to just be a student instead of buying the master classes, because starting in January, and that's exactly what I was scheduling out, we'll be doing 2 master classes a month. And we're going to be covering very in-depth skills that you will want to learn. Things like branding your business, things like lead generation, sales conversions, growing your email list, learning project management, like, what project management tools do you need to use, social media management, how to automate your social media marketing campaigns. Like, all this stuff is written down here. Understanding how to set up simple sales funnels, right, to convert sales. All these little simple things that get a lot of us stuck. And it seems so overly complicated, but they're things that once you begin to do them, it's like clockwork. Like, you can just do it like super fast. All right. So all those things are benefits to the students. If you want to learn more about being a student, you can go to theonlinebizacademy.com. All right. Theonlinebizacademy.com. And you'll get the information there. But let me talk to you guys a little bit more about just getting very clear on turning your ideas into goals. And this is something that I did a couple years back when I first started doing this. many of us have all these ideas in our head. I know I'm an ideation person. I'm a visionary. Okay. So as a visionary, there's so many things that, I mean, I could come up with a business at the drop of a dime, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is we're really very strategic, and we are really good at seeing possibilities and potential. The bad thing is that we're easily distracted to the next idea and the next idea and the next idea and the next idea. They used to be me. I'm not that anymore. The way that I learned to tame all this ideation and creation was to learn to document and do what we call a brain dump. All right. Many of you guys have all this stuff swimming in your head. I just saw a post on Facebook where somebody was like, I got so many thoughts running through my head. Can somebody tell me what's a suggestion so I can get better sleep? A suggestion is get a journal. Okay. Get a journal and begin brain dumping all those things out of your head. I started doing this a couple years back. I think it was like in 2010. I did a brain dump. And as I began to do a brain dump, you want to come say hi, Carson?
Hello.
You say hello, everyone.
Hi.
And so I had all these ideas in my head. I wanted to write a book. I wanted to launch a store. I wanted to do this. And what I did was I brain dumped all this stuff out of my head, right? I took all of it out of my head, and I'm going to see, because I have both of you guys here on Instagram, and I just pulled this up, but I dumped all this stuff out of my head, and then I segmented it. Okay. So I'm going to pull my phone. I'm going to turn my phone around so y'all can see my screen. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So Instagram, I'm going to turn you around, and then I'm going to turn you around. So one of the things that I did was I started segmenting them, okay? So I said, all right, what are they? I have health goals, I have financial goals, right? Let me scroll. I got to do this with two hands. I have business goals, right? You have products and physical goals. Let me scroll. Lifestyle, relationship goals, social goals, right? You have all these things. I had all these things in my head. And what I did was I began to segment them and then look and see what was a priority. What things, let me turn this around. This is doing team too much. But what things do I need to focus on, and what things are things that I need to push off at a later date, right? Because when you start taking all those ideas that are in your head and you document them, you be like, yo, I don't have time to do all that in 1 year. Like, some of this stuff is like a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 12-year plan. But what I did was I got all of it out of my head and I segmented them. What are my social goals? What are my lifestyle goals? What are my business goals? What are my financial goals? What are my relationship goals? I started getting them out of my head, and then I said, all right, which is the most important out of every section, right? What is the one core piece of these ideas in my head that is the most dominant, the most relevant, that if I were to pursue this one thing, it will give me a sense of fulfillment that will make up for all these different ideas that I had. And what I found was a lot of these different things that I had were supporting one key vision, right? I always had a vision to launch a training school, right? So I had all these different ideas of writing books and doing speaking events and conferences and blah, 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 blah. And I discovered all of those things were supportive of the main thing, which was launching my school, right? Because now that I have the school, I can put all my information in that one place, and I can continue to allow everything I do to support it. So when I do a live event, it's going to actually be content that is going to be relevant to the school that I can put in there, but also supporting the students or introducing people after that live event to be a part of the school for ongoing support. If I did a retreat, I can take my students on the retreat from the content that we worked on, and now we can have an elevated connection of building their businesses at a retreat. Conferences, same thing. Books, same thing. Supportive material similar to what's in the book. If I want to create a profit planner, it's great because my students can use them for that are for their business, right? So I had all these things that looked like they were separate ideas, but at the end of the day, when I made a decision to launch my school, everything supported it, right? So when you have these ideas, what you want to do is you brain dump them so that you can get a sense of clarity as to what is this really leading to? Like, what is this ultimately driving me to pursue? Because a lot of us, at the end of the day, it's one thing you really, really, really want to do that you keep pushing off because maybe it seems like too big of an endeavor. It may seem like it's going to cost too much time, take too much time, or that you don't have the money right now, you can't afford to pursue it, or whatever. But we'll find that the vision that we have is basically a reminder of what God has predestined us to do anyway, right? It's just that we have not given ourselves permission to pursue that thing. So what happens is we get all these little ideas, but these ideas end up leading right back to that central goal of what you know you're called to do, right? So when you do the brain dump, you segment the brain dump and you begin to look at like what is the most important priorities on these things, right? What's the most important priority? Really, there's no such thing as priorities, right? A priority is this is the number one thing. It's not multiple one things. And so you look at what is the priority in your brain dump, and then you ask yourself, what does it take to bring this to life? And then you begin to blueprint it out, all right? Now, here's the second thing about the whole brain dumping process. When you begin to brain dump it out and you start identifying a focus, now you want to look at a real whole year of a calendar and ask yourself, all right, based on the things that I want to do with this goal, right? What is the milestones involved? And how do I place it on the calendar? How do I map that thing out so that over the next year, I can devote the time to bring this thing to life, right? And see, guys, here's the thing, and I was thinking about this morning because I haven't done this in a couple of years. For the past couple of years, I was dealing with all kind of health issues and stuff, so I kind of just was thrown off from doing, this is like my ritual where I would take the whole month of December off and do my business planning. But now that I'm back at it again, I'm like, it's amazing what happens when you ask yourself, what do I want my 2020 to look like? Not float into the year and hope that things work out, but literally sit down with a planner, right? This is an 18-month planner, and it goes all the way up until December of 2020. And literally, I started going through and mapping out dates and events and vacations and things that I want to do for the year, and starting to say, okay, I'm going to schedule things in here. I'm going to do a live event here. I'm going to, launch a class here. I'm going to take a vacation here. We're going to celebrate our anniversary here. For Christmas next year, I want to take X amount of weeks off. Like, I already know what my dates are for 2020, for December 2020, for how I want us to spend our holiday, right? Because I literally sat down and, God willing, right? God declaring that God will allow me to have a whole nother year, right? But it's amazing what happens when you take control and get a plan, get a scheduler, and say, this is how I'm going to map out my year, right? And here's the thing. Most of us don't feel like we have the right to do that, which is crazy. We feel like we need to just float on into the year and let whatever happen, happen. But when you take control and you start mapping out those ideas and you start selecting what you want to focus on, and you identify the different milestones to bring that thing to life, and you literally put it on a calendar, there's a whole nother level of shifting your mindset. It's like you go from like this dreaming to like, all right, let's make it happen. You got a pen in your hand, you got a piece of paper, and you like, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it, and this is scheduled. This is on the calendar. I am committed to this thing. And that's what happens is you become committed, right? You become committed. Somebody asks, is a planner, do you involve your husband? Absolutely, right? If your husband is to be involved with what's going on, absolutely, right? You sit down with your family and you do your planning. My husband came in here and saw me doing what I was doing this morning. We hadn't talked about it yet, but we were able to sit down this morning and take care of our some financial things for next year this morning, right? We were sitting down, going through and looking at stuff for the new benefits of next year, health benefits and 401k and all those things this morning, right? So the thing is like when you are committed to taking control over your life, over your schedule, over your plan, over your future, what happens is you walk differently, you think differently, you approach your days differently, you really respect your time differently, and you stop allowing other people to impose their demands and requests on your time. And instead, now you're already starting to get booked on what's happening. So when people come to you, right? Because I was thinking, all right, I know for sure next year I'm probably going to do 4 speaking events. But I'm like, if they don't come to me soon, my weekend's going to be on lock, right? Because I already have commitments on every first and third Saturdays are for certain things, right? Every fourth Saturday is for something else. I'm already booking and locking in. I know what weekends I'm going to have my live local workshops. I'm going to be doing local stuff, right? I already know my conferences. It's like when you start getting very clear on the direction of your life, now you start looking at your schedule differently, where you let people know, oh, you have to give me an advance notice. Like, this is not I'm just sitting around available for everybody's beck and call. But let's get back to the whole income piece of this and how to turn this into a very profitable source, right? So when you think about your business and what you want to earn for the year, right? So I have mine. I don't know if y'all may not be able to see this, but we'll go over this on the live workshop. And the live workshop is next weekend. You can go to NicoleSCooper.com/2020 vision, and you guys will get access to all the documents. But like, I have my overall income goal, right? And then I know, and I'm going to see if I can pull it up here. This is so hard to do both phones. All right, let's see. You guys will see kind of like this little spreadsheet that I put together years ago that I use. All right, so let's see. Y'all got to work with me. We're going to do 2 phones. And here we go. Okay. All right, so if y'all can see that, I have my goals laid out. So I know what my offerings are going to be for the year. If y'all can see that, right? I know what my offerings are going to be. I know what time of year I'm going to do them. So I already know what's happening from January to December, September, July, blah, 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 right? I know how many workshops I'm going to do, live workshops for the year, local workshops, right? I know exactly what's going to happen. And I have my goals, like how many sales do I want to accomplish, right? What's my income goal? What is it going to take, right? So now that you guys can get like a visual of that, let's see. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Work with me, y'all, with these 2 phones. So now I know my numbers, because I know what my offerings are going to be. I know what my focus is. I know, what did I do? I pressed some kind of button. Can y'all still see me? Oh, that's about to pull something up. Can y'all still see me on Instagram? Okay, so anyway, I hope y'all can still see me on Instagram. But now I know exactly what my offering is going to be, what my schedule is for the year, what are my metrics, what are the numbers that I'm aiming for, right? Because when it comes down to internet marketing, you guys are going to hear me. I'm going to be doing a lot more training this upcoming year. So all this knowledge that's in my head, the reality is I've been sitting on it for way too long. And most people think, I tell people think I just hop on social media and talk about my kids all day, and that I don't really, do anything. But I actually run a full digital marketing, content marketing agency, coaching and training company, and consulting firm. And so the thing about metrics and business, right? It's all about numbers. And when you start getting clear on like how much I want to earn, what are the services that I'm going to offer, what are the price points for each of those things, and how many of each do I need to sell, right? So let's just say you want to make an extra $20,000 next year, and you sell products and you average your customer average is $100. Well, that means that you're going to need to get 200 customers for the year. And if you divide that up by 12, that's 16 customers or 17 customers a month, just say 20 customers a month. That means that you're trying to get 5 customers a week, right? But what if you have to expose your business to 100 people a week to get those 5 customers? Well, you got to figure out, how can you get your offer and your business in front of 100 people a week so that you can be able to get those 5 customers? It's all about numbers. It's all about metrics, right? So a lot of people have this whole mystery about business. It's like, well, I can't figure out how to build my brand, and I don't know how to find customers to buy my stuff, and I don't know. And here's what people don't know. It's just basic fundamental numbers, right? It's knowing who your target market is, what is it that they want, where do they hang out, and how can you get your offer in front of them? And that's where marketing comes into play. So that's where you might run a Facebook ad and try to get that Facebook ad in front of 100 people for the week, right? Or you might do YouTube and hope that you can get 100 views on a video for the week. Or you might get on Instagram and hope that you can get 100 new followers for the week. Or you might do LinkedIn and hope that you can make 100 new connections, right? That's when marketing comes into play. Marketing is not where you start. Where you start is with your plan. You got to know your numbers. You got to know what you're trying to do and accomplish so that you can even know what the heck you're marketing and where you're marketing to. Because every platform is not your platform. Here's the funny thing. I'm on Instagram right now and I'm on Facebook. But y'all not even really my real platform. Like my primary, this is not my real, you guys are my target audience, right? But these platforms are not my primary platform. My primary platform is YouTube. I am a YouTube, I have to put my energy and my time into YouTube. And the reason why is because I'm an educator. I'm a trainer. I provide training resources. I provide things that are how to generated. So I want to be in a platform that is going to generate as much traction from my ideal client as possible. So I am going to be focusing on YouTube. So my goal in the next 90 days is to get 90 videos up that is all related to my ideal client. So what I'm doing is I know that if YouTube is my primary focus, then video is my primary source of content. So what I'm doing here with you guys and what's happening is I go ahead and I shoot these live videos, but immediately when I'm done, I got a virtual assistant in the Philippines who comes right into my Facebook account. She snags my video. She goes ahead and she makes a thumbnail for it. She uploads it over onto YouTube, and now bam, because I'm doing this live right now, this video is going to end up as one of my 90 videos that I want to get up in 90 days video. So it allows me to still be able to leverage these other platforms like an Instagram and a Facebook to grow my business, to now have more reach, because I'm reaching you guys right now. But guess where my long-term sustainability is going to be? On YouTube. Why? Because see, after I shoot this video today, a couple people might look at it, a couple people might share it, but it's so many other distractions on Instagram and Facebook that most people might give it about 2 minutes and see the video is way too long, and then they're like, I'm out. Like, I don't have time for this. I don't want to sit through this, which is cool. But on YouTube, somebody's going to be looking up how to build a plan for 2020, how to make more money for 2020. Blah, 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 right? They're going to be looking for that. And based on my headline and the keywords that are in my headline, they're going to come across this video and be like, yo, this is like free training. I'm about to sit here and watch all 20 minutes or however many minutes it is. And guess what? That one video over on YouTube, this video going to YouTube is going to be able to sit over there for the next 3, 4, and 5 years and generate leads for me over and over and over again because of the quality of the content, the descriptions that I put into the description box, the keywords that I use, the SEO title that I set it up with, and the thumbnail that I create, right? So this is when you start getting connected to how you market. So these are the things that we're going to be talking about. I don't want this video to go too much longer, right? Because I have to put this, long videos don't work on Instagram and Facebook, which is why my platform is YouTube, because I am a trainer. And so a lot of my content is very, it's way more in depth, where Instagram and Facebook is just promotional. This is a promotional platform. The educational platform is YouTube, right? So this just gives y'all insight as to how you build a plan, how you turn your ideas into income. Because what happens is when somebody go and watch my video on YouTube, well, guess what? I got my link in the description for them to get more information. They click that link, they get access to whatever resource I have, and next thing you know, that person becomes a customer. And that's how I've built my business for the past 12 years of being online, right? I've never really ran paid ads. Right? I've done everything pretty much that I've done to build my businesses and the income that I've generated, the following that I've built, the audience that I have. Many of you guys, y'all came because you found me on YouTube, right? And so that has been a platform that has still been feeding me since I started in 2008. And that's the platform that I'm focusing predominantly on because I know that that's where my audience hangs out. And these are the kind of things that you will learn and discover as we are going through understanding how to put a plan in place for your business for next year so that you're not aimlessly wondering, that you're not suffering with shiny object syndrome and chasing every nook and cranny and opportunity that is out here, but that you have complete clarity. You understand what you should be focusing on, and you put yourself in position where you commit on your calendar of how you're going to bring your personal vision to life so that you're no longer being dissuaded or moved or or coerced to follow the next hot trend of 2020, because it's about to be a whole bunch of them that comes out. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what trend pops up, because if you don't have a vision for your life and for your business, those trends will not get you where you want to be. You have to have a personal vision, and your vision is not about a trend. Your vision is, it is the very thing that you know you were created to do, and then you leverage certain platforms to extend that vision. And that's what most people don't understand, right? It's like, you're in control of your vision. Your vision never gets old. It can't get outdated. What happens is the resources you use to expand that vision might change, but your vision won't. So you want to get locked and loaded into that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope that these nuggets helped you on today. Feel free to share this video with other people. My goal is to hop on here every day. I was coming on at 9 a.m. Central, which is 10 a.m. Eastern. I feel like that's way too late in the day. So I said, let me hop on a day at 8 Central, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. So I'm going to try to do that every single day, Monday through Friday, not Saturday and Sunday, but Monday through Friday, give my nuggets, share some insight with y'all. And then also I am putting all this content over on my YouTube channel. So you guys feel free to follow me at YouTube at Nicole S. Cooper. Also follow my Instagram stories, because I'm posting a lot of stories on Instagram. So y'all can follow me on Insta stories. And then also there's other resources that I have for you guys that I will share, but we have a Facebook group and a Facebook community. That's where I'm putting a great deal of our content in there and building a community for those who are a part of this Do the Hard Things Challenge, because our goal is for you guys to stop talking about what you can't do, but instead make a commitment to do the things that are hard, so that you can actually finally get on the other side from where you are to where you want to be. All right. If you want to learn more about Do the Hard Things Challenge, go to NicoleSCooper.com/hard things. If you want to learn more about joining us for our live workshop, if I done gave y'all this little 20-minute snippet, you can imagine what we're going to cover next weekend. It's going to be a 2-day workshop. If you can't make it, if you already got your days scheduled, which I am not shocked if you do, it is okay, because you will get the recording of this. It will be available for you guys to access along with the planner. You guys will have a full workbook and planner using the resources that I have. We have it all mapped out for you. You'll get this super savvy editorial calendar template, so that you can put your, you can have your money plan in there. You get your money activation plan. You'll be able to know. And let me see, I'm going to have to do this one at a time. So you guys, let me do, because I can't do both hands, right? I need my one hand free. So Facebook, you're next. Instagram, you're first. But this is like my whole little business in a, I have my whole business mapped out in this setup here, right? So it allows me to know what key things I'm going to cover, what are the highlighted topics, what are the keywords that I'm using, because that's important to YouTube, right? What my focus and subject matters are, and all that good stuff. So we know what's happening on what days I'm uploading YouTube videos, what days I'm doing newsletters, what days I'm doing master classes. All that stuff is in here. We have our money activation plan in there that you guys just saw. We have our daily, our KPIs that we're setting up with the metrics, so that you can know what's happening. All of the topics, so that you can have your topics and your content ideas. So these are like all my topic ideas for 2020. So I already know every doggone thing I'm going to cover for 2020. And yeah, in my social media marketing plan, we're putting that in place, right? So Instagram, got a chance to see that. Facebook, I'll show it to you real quick. But this little savvy little chart is going to be available next week. And so I was just sharing with them, this is like the editorial calendar where we're able to see everything that's happening. Where is it at? For the week, what days we're doing videos and newsletters and blog posts and all that stuff. And all, like subjects and stuff. Just showing you guys how to really map things out. The money plan is in here, the money activation plan, social media KPIs, where you track your numbers and your growth and your conversions, topics and all that stuff, where you can get clear on what you want to cover. And so this is just an example. Like it's a lot that I can share, a lot that I can show. But at the end of the day, I can't do it in 20 minutes. So if you guys want to learn more, go to NicoleSCooper.com/2020 vision. Make sure y'all join us for the live workshop that's taking place next week. Share this with other people. Let other folks know we got this going on. I can't wait. I'm so excited to be back and actually in this space. This Do the Hard Things challenge has really helped me to get back out here and do what I'm supposed to be doing instead of hiding behind a computer. So I'm going to wrap this up, y'all. Join us in our Facebook community, and I will see you. I think today is Thursday, right? I will see you guys on Friday tomorrow, where we'll have some more insight and goodies to talk to share with you guys about elevating your life and your business. All right, have a good day, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.